Hey guys and gals, here we have the Holiday Tree by Lego Creator. This is set number 30576, contains 70 bricks. So it looks like we get to make ourselves a holiday tree. Well, I'm old school, I call it a Christmas tree. So, that having been said, let's make sure we're in frame this time, and we're going to open this up. So yeah, it's that time again, and this polybag has been in my collection for probably a few years now. And I found it by digging through stuff, and I still have to rip the bag open. So I didn't quite cut that very well. Well, as long as the front of the bag is fine, who cares? Still got to make that thumbnail. Sorry about the camera angle, I just pick an angle that may work for the actual build. And we still got parts that are rolling all over the floor. And yeah, I'm still trying to go through a bunch of these sets, getting them done so I can have time for my own personal builds. So there's the folded instruction manual. No, at least this one doesn't have stickers. Oh, I got to be careful with this table. I actually have Lego stacked underneath this. Alright, we'll take a look at some of the parts here. So we do have several 3x3 plates in dark green, a 4x4 round plate, some inverted slopes of various sizes. So we got some 1x3 and 1x2 slopes. And I'm just going to blast through this real quick. Plenty of studs, some that are hollow and some not. Seems like the brown ones are hollow. And one of these modified 2x2 plates with a Technic pin. Some 1x1 by 2/3 cheese slopes. 1x3 plates. Have some of these small 3x4 limb pieces. Great for making smaller spruce trees. And we got one of these modified, I don't know what you'd call these, a 1x3x3 plate? I don't know. It's like a helicopter piece, and some of these. I think I see 2 or 3. Oh, there's 4 in there. Lots of different color studs, some transparent, and we got to save the best for last. Well, not one, but 2 gold ones. Or not gold, my bad. This is the fluorescent yellow. This one would work great for a black light. Okay. Now let's get a building here, because I want to get this out of my life. You know, if I like the holidays and stuff, usually that's the time that I have off. And this is actually a bigger building guide than I thought. Okay, well, let's get a building here. Let's just go for it. Yep, it's that time again. Time to, you know, build holiday stuff and get things going here. And it is early in the morning again. Matter of fact, I'm working from home, and I got some stuff I'd like to get done today. So yeah, I'm already bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to go. So we just stack that on there. Well, that's a bit crude, but okay, I didn't think that would stay on there. And they want the hollow stud here. So what's up with me? Not a whole lot, just the usual boring stuff. What I'm hoping I can get done, you know, for 2023 I'm not making any more promises on getting big projects done. I'm just, if I have an idea that pops in my head, it will be written down on my notepad, my journal, whatever you want to call it, and we'll go from there. Usually a lot of these ideas I do have the parts for. It's just a matter of getting to them. So I write a bunch of this stuff down, you know, and the reason why I don't ever talk about the newer stuff that I'm building, because I think I mentioned this before, but there is somebody out there who has been generous enough to copy my stuff and claim it as his own work. I don't know why people do that, but yeah, so I don't mention any of these builds that I do. I'll leave that up to the plagiarizer's imagination. So you won't even know what house I'm building, or if I'm building a house, or building a car, or a camper, or anything like that. And I'm sorry that may ruin it. I may post them on Patreon, though, which does leave a thing about, you know, what do I do? What do I do about updates? Like, remember I used to do house updates when I would build, like, build progress builds? Yeah, I may do those on Patreon, too. It's sad that I have to do that, because some people like to snag ideas and ruin it for everybody else. Now I got to be careful I don't get too ranty here. And I really don't want to deal with work stuff today, but guess what? I have to. It has to be done. Alright, so that's not too bad. So far, the build is pretty good. It's not dry or boring, it's just, it is what it is. I think I made a mistake here. No, I didn't. There's one thing I always forget to mention in reviews when I do them. And that is, you know, what kind of accessories does the set have? You know, always say, you know, could this be dropped in a city? Well, what about if it could be dropped in an existing MOC or a Lego build? Such as this tree, for example. Could this be dropped? We don't know. Obviously, it looks real good. So maybe you could. So I never thought about accessory value. What value does it have for being an accessory piece? And so far it's pretty easy to follow. Now these type of builds are something I always like putting together. Just the reason being is it is a nice colorful build, and you know, some have said, especially with the big O C running around, you know, there's even us adults out there who like colorful things, you know. I mean, nobody wants some dingy, dreary, muted build. I mean, I know I build a lot of those, but you know, try to capture, you know, a real life colors and stuff like that in a build. But something like this is, you know, it is what it is. Okay, we already got to there. So yeah, this is not really a hard build. Just take your time. Looks pretty good. Okay, and then we put these in here. I think this cross piece goes on the next level. Wish those were green, or brown would even be better too. Now, since this is a Christmas tree, or holiday tree, or whatever tree you want to call it, or tree with lights, it's always good just to leave the branches a bit rough. You don't want it to be perfect. You know. Okay, we got 2 oranges here, and 1 here. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of manual work around the house too, so my arms and hands are a bit tired. I don't hire anything out, I do it all myself. And my bunch wants me to get television here. Now, I don't have a television in my house. I have plenty of TVs, but nothing modern. And I do watch the computer, so you may say it's a television, but you know, when you have, you know, especially younger guys and gals, can we get a TV? Can we get cable? And I'm like, why? What's wrong with what's online? Yeah. And we have 3 cable providers here, and all of them are really pricey. And I'm like, we don't need cable. No, that's just pricey. Why? You can go on YouTube and watch it on there. It's cheaper, or Netflix or something. But, oh, well, don't you want something modern? I'm like, yeah, that is modern. I'm sorry, but television is old now. It's old news. Who watches TV anyways? If I want to watch, if I'm desperate, I'll get out one of my old black and white televisions and watch that instead, or my old color TV from the 80s. Yeah, for those who don't know, I collect old televisions. Alright, this is going to be kind of a challenge here. But I was watching the new Walking Dead series, and I was watching that on the computer, and well, on my iPad. And boy, I'll tell you, I wish he had that when I was a kid and lay under the covers and watch movies. We didn't have all that, now we do. So I'm kind of spoiled. So you just take two of these and put them on top. So I don't know how many of you guys and gals watch that stuff. Now, for me, like movies, I have my own media server. So I'll get a DVD or a Blu-ray. I'll put a copy on my server so I can watch it. So I don't have to load up disk and stuff. Okay, so I don't know if we're missing any studs or not. Well, we forgot to put a bow on this one, so obviously there we go. And you got a lot of little studs. Now, for me personally, I get a bunch of these things, but the extra wand, you know, I'll take that. I mean, pretty good. Okay, so looks like this tree's probably 7 or 8 studs, or 7 or 8 bricks tall. Obviously, does it spin? Yeah, so you could stick this down and spin it somewhere. And it comes with 2 presents. Now, I wish it had 2 more presents. So, can this be played with? Does this have play value? By itself, no. What you could do is you could put this maybe in a Lego city, or, you know, this would even work inside of a Lego house. If your houses have 8 or 9 studs tall, or 8 or 9 bricks tall, you could put that inside of a living room or such. Even downscale it a bit. Accessory value. What is this good for an accessory piece? Yes. You can easily drop this into an existing MOC. So it's obviously that. And it's scaled for minifigures. I don't have one close by. Well, we do. Not Jay the Surfer, but we have Alex. So as you can tell. Well, maybe it's a little too tall for her. But other than that, though, build quality, it seems pretty sturdy. This top piece feels like it's coming off a little bit, but you tug on it and stuff, it still's pretty strong. And did it keep my interest as an adult? Yes, it did. This is something that if you have a few of these, if you have children or grandchildren, this would be a great little family thing to put together. If you can get a bunch of these, it would be pretty cool. Or even just add on to this. So this could be broken down into a family build if you get a few more models of these, or if you have some more holiday sets. It wasn't dry, it wasn't boring. It kept my interest, which is good. And no stickers, too. So honestly, this holiday tree by Lego Creator is a really nice, simple build. Really quick.